morning. Hello, North Central Church. I am Emily Glisson. I have the best job in the world to be the kid ministry director here at North Central Church. So I get to see these faces every Sunday, right, guys? I see you guys every Sunday, and I lead a wonderful team of volunteers who teach the gospel. That's what we do in Kids Central. We teach the gospel every Sunday. We go through a curriculum from the birth of Jesus, or creation, to the return of Christ, but every Sunday we talk about the gospel, no matter what story we are teaching. So today we have a wonderful song to sing for you, a presentation. We have nearly 60 kids up here. Not an easy job to fit them all, so we spaced them out a little bit this year. We're going to sing a song called Once Upon, and it's basically the gospel in 4 minutes. You're going to see the birth of Jesus, the death of Jesus, the resurrection, and the Great Commission. So we have some 4th through 6th graders here. These are our oldest kids. These kids volunteered to do something special this year. While we're singing, they're going to be showing what we're singing about. So we're excited for that. And these girls over here are going to be doing something I'll explain to you because it might be more difficult to understand. They're going to depict the Great Commission, which is the mission Jesus gave his disciples before he ascended into heaven. We have a student who memorized this from the book of Matthew. Liv, would you like to say it today?
Jesus came and told his disciples, "I have been given all authority in heaven and on earth. Therefore, go and make disciples of all the nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Teach these new disciples to obey all the commands I have given you. And be sure of this, I am with you always, even to the end of the age." Matthew 28:18-20.
Yes, that's in the book of Matthew. I did not memorize that until I was a teenager, but our goal in Kids Central is before these kids go to youth group that they would understand the gospel and they would understand that our mission is to make disciples. Our purpose is to help make Jesus famous. So that is what we want them to understand. And for these older kids, they don't have much time left with us in Kids Central, but they know that no matter what they do, whether you work, whether you go in the military, you go to college, you become moms and dads, that is our mission. So I hope you enjoy this 2025 Kids Central Christmas performance. Merry Christmas from Kids Central to all of you. Please enjoy.
Once upon a midnight clear, heaven's song broke through the air. Peace and goodwill toward men, born now in Bethlehem. Once upon a bed of straw, slept the sovereign Son of God, Lord of the universe, breathing the dust of earth. Wonderful Counselor, mighty God, our Messiah, name above every name. Gloria in the highest. Once upon a splintered cross, Jesus died to rescue us. All of our shame and sin, nailed to the tree with him. Wonderful Counselor, mighty God, our Messiah, name above every name. Gloria
That was wonderful. Just a big thank you to Emily and all the work that she put into practice with these kids on Sundays. That's the only time they actually got to practice for this was on Sundays during service. So they did such a good job. And I love hearing the reason for Christmas come out of those kids' mouths. I mean, I love that we're reminding them of the truth of the gospel. So I'm up here to tell you a little bit about our kids programs. My name is Amy Jennings. I oversee all of our kid and youth programs. Emily, as you saw, she is our KidMin director, and then my husband, Julian Jennings, is the youth director. So a little bit about our programs before I get to the heart of why we do what we do. We have on Sundays for our kids 0 to 6th grade, we have they go back at 10 o'clock and they stay there through the service. We have programs for them where they get to hear stories from the Bible, and they get to make a craft and play some games. We also have for that age group 4 years to 6th grade, we have something called Kid Zone. That's a once-a-month program that we've done something a little bit different the last couple of years. It's for families. So we invite moms, dads, aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas to come with their kids and connect with other families and do a fun thing. It's event-based. We have you RSVP for that. For example, this month they decorated cookies together. So it's just a way for our families to connect and with each other, their personal family, but also with other families. For our youth group, our youth kids, our teen, 7th grade through 12th grade, we have a weekly, they meet in our multi-space, soon hopefully to becoming a new space designated just for them. But they meet from 6:30 to 8 o'clock every Wednesday, and they get together, they hear a message from the Bible. They have series that focuses on a particular character of God, a particular topic, and then they do small groups where they discuss those things. They just hang out, they have fun, they play games. We also have events for them as well. One coming up this Wednesday is their Christmas party. They'll be doing ugly sweaters or wearing ugly sweaters and some gift exchange and some fun stuff for that age group. So those are our programs that we have for our kids. All that information can be found on our website, and you can talk to me at any point or Emily. But what I really want to leave you with is the heart behind what we do, because that's the most important. I read a quote this morning. It says, the purpose of right theology is high doxology. Well, what are those fancy words? What do they even mean? Well, right thinking of God, the purpose of that is to lead to high worship, awe, praise of God. And that is the heart behind what we're doing with our kids. We really believe if we help them behold who Jesus is, that the Holy Spirit will be at work in their hearts to draw them to believe in him and to follow him, to surrender their lives to him and obey his commands. So we're really intentional about the curriculum we choose for all of these age groups. Curriculum that points to God, his story, his character, what he has done through the person and work of Jesus. And that's what our kids are learning about, because we trust that we're coming alongside our parents who are pointing their kids to Jesus. We trust that the Holy Spirit is working through all of that to cultivate belief in the hearts of these kids before we even teach them about all the behaviors. That's most important, to point them to Jesus. So we believe that right teaching, that right focus will help them know who God is, and ultimately it will help them know who he's created them to be and what he's created them for. So I can't get into all of our curriculum, but I do want to highlight a new curriculum we're going to be doing with our littlest. This curriculum is going to be for our 2 and 3-year-olds, because believe it or not, we can start that young. And what I love about this series, it's what are mouths for, hands, feet, ears. That age group, they're not exactly sure what to do with their hands, their feet, their mouths. They might bite, push, steal toys, So we believe that we can infuse, while teaching them how to rightly use those things, we can infuse the gospel at that age as well. So what I love about this series, it's Training Young Hearts series by Abby Wedgeworth. It says, first, what God has created. He created their hands, their ears, their mouths, their feet. He created that. And then what did he create those things for? It doesn't just say don't bite, don't push, don't steal. It says God created those things to do something with them. So we're starting even at that young age to point them to God first and foremost. So if you have any questions, you can talk to me after service or Emily as you're picking up your kids. We have a resource shelf in our Kids Central check-in space that has some of our curriculum on it. You can look through it. And then it also has some parenting and family books as well that we recommend. So thank you.